Hey there, I'm Mr. Know-It-All, the lead swing trading analyst trader at Swing Trade Pros, the #1 swing trading and bot community in the world. And I genuinely want to help you make your mark in the thrilling world of swing trading cryptocurrency. I've been trading since 2017 and I've taught myself many different trading strategies, patterns. I'm known for the falling wedge pattern, as you guys might know. I've dedicated my life to mastering these types of structures and patterns, and now my goal is to impact the lives of 1 million of you. You heard that right. My goal is to impact 1 million people this bull cycle. Let that be you. Cryptocurrency markets can be a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs. But through swing trading, I've discovered a strategy that can truly make a difference. I've poured countless hours to studying the intricacies of falling wedge patterns, rising wedge patterns, you name it, and it has become my area of expertise. Here's the thing. I genuinely want to see you thrive in this market. That's why I've made it my mission to impact 1 million of you. I want to provide you with the tools, insight, and support you need to navigate this exciting but challenging landscape. Swing trading is not just about technical analysis, it's about understanding market psychology and developing disciplined risk management strategies. I'll be there to guide you step by step as we identify different types of patterns and structures and seize profitable opportunities. Together, we'll build your confidence in trading skills, ensuring you're well prepared to face the twists and turns of swing trading. Believe me when I say that I genuinely care about your success. That's why I'm inviting you to join me, Mr. Know-It-All, on this transformative journey. Let's make the most of this bull cycle and work towards your financial freedom together. You'll find all my links in my bio. Reach out and let's dive into this world of swing trading. I'm here to support you and your family and guide you every step of the way because your success matters to me. Together, let's make a real impact and achieve trading success.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. All right, so what's happening in these markets, right? That's the question. We're going to look at tether dominance here and kind of give a nice little update. We got obviously some sort of trend reversal here on tether here in the last couple days. Well, basically since April 3rd. So since the beginning of the month, we've witnessed a nice pullback in these markets, and yeah, the weekly right now is technically engulfing last week's. We are below the 4.82% region. We did get a bit of rejection here, which translated into Bitcoin holding that $60,000 region, which right now is still trading above $60,000 region, and nothing to really be too concerned about yet with Bitcoin until we do actually break this low, this $60,000 region. And so not really too much happening in terms of price action. Our daily is still short. Our 2-day is still short. It looks like we might have a chance at testing, 66K here. But I have a feeling that we're probably going to maybe get rejected there and then eventually break this low. It looks like it's kind of trending in that direction right now with the weekly kind of having some trouble. We're below the weekly MA here, moving average. We do have a big buyback that came in on this week, but we haven't yet closed back above. 66.4K would have been a nice close to have on the week here. On the monthly, nothing really bad on the monthly just yet. We haven't engulfed our monthly candle. So, I mean, from a technical point of view, as long as, like I said, as long as we're above 60K level, I think we're going to be okay. I do kind of think we're going to maybe come down to tag, eventually come down to tag, the trend line around 56 to 58K region, or maybe even lower. We could even come down to tag 52K region because that happens to be a decent area on the volume profile if we are to see some continued downside, which I do think I am leaning towards more downside in this market. And a lot of that has to do with what tether looks like on the weekly chart, and then how tether is now printing a weekly a MACD cross. Okay. And so that can really, change some things with the price action. And I think that is something that you guys should be aware of, especially if you are swing traders. And, we want to let this play out. so that we can get a really good re-entry on whatever assets that you guys are trading. And so what that could look like is something like this, where we come up to like 5% and maybe pull back to 4.68 and then make a higher low and then break out of here. I'm looking at that 5.66% region, which could be that region around that 50, I don't know, 52K. I think 52K is going to be the number, man, if we do see continuation downwards. Obviously, we got a big bounce the other day, and lots of people are like, oh, the bottom's in. I mean, I don't really know if the bottom's in. It hasn't really confirmed it to me. To me, this looks like Tether's on a nice bounce, and we could see some continuation, right? This is a long-term trend line that was being respected and regarded as support. So, the major breakdown area was around that 5.65% region. So it really wouldn't shock me if we did see some mean reversion back up to that area before then getting rejected and then maybe coming down to break this trend line for a major reversal area. Yeah, I know that the 60K region is pretty strong. You could see the big wick that came in on the weekly too. And we could just end up going sideways here for a bit and chopping around, and maybe we come back down to the bottom of the range again and we just go sideways. Bitcoin's holding up here, that's for sure. Traditional markets, we're going to get to the DXY. We're going to get to here. DXY coming into contact with the median of the major channel here on the weekly time frame, but we did print a weekly long signal 2 weeks ago on this breakout. So what does that mean exactly? Well, it probably means we're going to see some more upside on the dollar here for a bit until we're looking at this topping out and this rolling over. In the 2 week, you can see just crossed up. In the monthly is about to cross up, and if that does cross up, we're going to see potentially months of downside in these markets, and nobody's really suspecting that happens. So, and usually the markets do the things that people don't expect them to do. So everyone is all gung-ho about, new all-time highs after the Bitcoin halving. And I think we will see new all-time highs after the Bitcoin halving, just not right away. I think maybe going into maybe the summertime or into end of Q3 into Q4. And so what we could see is a bit more drawdown in these markets, presenting more buying opportunities for everybody. And so that's something to be aware of and cognizant of. I mean, yes, right now we still have a monthly short signal on until we, close this monthly above the monthly Kijun line here. And the monthly Kijun line right now is being tested. We do have like a fib extension like right around this level. But I mean, it looks pretty clear right now that this looks like a falling wedge breakout, even on the quarterly chart. And I hate to say it, but like the monthly chart on the dollar looks rather strong, right? Looks rather strong. We got a monthly buy signal that came in, signaling that we could see some more upside in the dollar. And I'm sure the S&P, the S&P is up a little bit right now on the open here, but I think that the S&P is just going to be maybe bouncing in this region. That's fine. We saw a pretty significant drawdown in the S&P. About 6.5%. And so the S&P coming back down to test previous all-time highs really wouldn't be something out of the cards to see, especially in a bullish breakout. So we could be looking at 4,800s for the S&P eventually. We could do something like this where we bounce up a little bit, make a lower high, and then make one more leg down, and then just can kind of continue to do that until we base out somewhere, right? Until we round out, and then we go into the next leg. And I think that that's going to take some time. And I think a lot of people are impatient and they just want to make money, and that's great. I'm in the same camp now because I'm jobless and I'm swing trading now. So that is something that I'm also interested in. But I think that because the S&P led the new all-time high here, that Bitcoin has a chance to still do something like this, go to the 1272 fib extension, maybe whilst the S&P is correcting. So let's see how this plays out. There was a lot of buying at that 60K region. It was defended very, very strongly. Although we didn't close a green candle last week, I will say that the daily and the 2-day stochastics are at the bottom. Okay. And so typically when that happens, that means you're getting in a momentum reset. All right. And even the 3-day is now crossing back up. Our last cross up here was in January on the 3-day. And that was this area right here where we crossed up from 40K and we made a run all the way up to about 65K. Now, given the weekly RSI back there on the 3-day, or, if you looked at the weekly RSI, it was, what did I say, January, right? Or what was it? Hang on a second. It was, yeah, January. If we go to the weekly on the in January, okay, it was yeah, I mean, I guess it was already kind of, well, it was already, it got a bounce and it got a reset to make a new all-time high. Okay, so yeah, we could be bouncing here. That would be interesting to see. That we go overbought again. Okay, that'd be great. But listen, man, we're very overbought. We're at 73, and I think that it's something that, and we're also starting to potentially lose our weekly momentum. All right, whereas in January we looked like we were going to lose our momentum, and then we just got a massive move up. So maybe it's possible, because we're getting that 3-day stochastic cross, it's possible that we're maybe doing something like that. My whole theory here is that the weekly right now just confirmed a cross back down. Mubi, yeah, we'll take a look at it, Sodi. Sure, absolutely. Hey, make sure you guys also subscribe to my other channel. I'm going to be probably busting out more content there. I'm going to be slowly migrating over there, I think, eventually. So if you guys don't know about my other channel, I'll post that here as well. I'm live over there as well. The same type of content's being displayed on both channels right now. But feel free to also subscribe there. I think that I need to kind of refresh the YouTube algorithm and stuff to get that going again. So I started a new channel. Feel free to subscribe there as well if you enjoy the content here. All right, cool. Yeah, so the weekly on the True Strength Index did confirm a cross. Every single time we do confirm some sort of cross down, like we did here in November. The last real cross down we had was in November, and that was in November of 21. Well, actually, we got a cross here too in August. We got a cross down here, which translated into this movement down here. Yeah, we'll check out TIA. TIA looked pretty good last time I checked. This was a 20% drawdown that we got from this movement down. So a 20% drawdown would take us to about 58K. All right. So we haven't done the full drawdown just yet. And I'm thinking that that's a possibility. And it wouldn't be out of the cards. We could see, obviously these dailies and 2 days are resetting, and we're probably going to get some sort of mean reversion type back up to retest breakdowns. And then we get rejected and come back down and make one more leg down is what I think is occurring right now. All right. What you know about Node? I don't know. All right. Anyways, so, well, it looks like Tether is opening a red candle right now, which is good. Which kind of is in line with what the daily and the 2-day oscillators are kind of proclaiming, that we're going to see maybe some upside. All right. So we got a reset, daily, 2-day, 3-day reset. Now we got to swing back up, right? And so that could take some time to brew. That whole narrative of, oh, we're going to go to 58K, I think that might happen after we get this retracement. We'll see. I could be completely wrong, man. This thing could just rip. Whatever, dude. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. But the dollar is also opening down, like we got rejected off the median channel here. We tagged a fib extension. We could come back down to retest the breakout, which would actually send the stock market and risk assets back up. So if we do get this drawdown here to retest our breakout, Bitcoin will probably break higher, along with the rest of the altcoin market, which I think is in massive buy zones right now anyway. So I'm not bearish this market. In fact, if we did get a further drawdown, it actually presents even more of a buying opportunity, right? We just had the halving. I think, about 3 to 6 months out after the halving, we're going to see fireworks in this market. So just be patient, just chill. Don't be too impatient with your trades, and kind of just let the things play out. All right, we'll take some. We'll look at some other assets here. We'll look at Ethereum. We didn't look at ETH yet. Let's take a look at that. And yeah, so ETH also kind of just teetering right now in this range. We'll look at Ink. We'll look at some pulse chain assets. I'm in Ink. Yep. Yeah, I mean, again, you can see this wick, right? These buying wicks coming in at these lows. All right, that's strong. That's showing that there's buying action happening. Even we didn't close a green candle, but they're holding the floor. They're holding this floor around this $3,100 region on Ethereum. And yeah, I mean, doesn't look bad on the weekly right now. Although we did get this MACD cross, all right, so we are losing our weekly momentum. But remember, we're up here way above the zero line. This is just probably some bullish consolidation or pullbacks that we're going to be seeing and getting. Nothing really bearish on this chart aside from maybe a continued pullback or drawdown. That's it. And that drawdown could translate to a retest of $2,500. That would be that breakout area, which would be confluent with this area right here that was regarded as a previous support region that we just essentially busted through. All right. So again, if we see downside, the downside target, $2,500. Downside target on Bitcoin, probably 58K to 52K regions. If we do end up getting some momentum here to drive up, beautiful. All right, so that's your TIA. Your TIA actually made a nice bounce the other day. I was looking at that. Yeah, so TIA on the weekly printed a green candle, right? I mean, yeah, not engulfing, but we could see. Look at that long-legged wick, man. This was bought up, dude. This was a 40% buy wall right there, man. That's very, 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 very strong. Something strong to see like that. Now, are we going into an uptrend, back into an uptrend just yet? Maybe not. Let's look at the daily. The daily is starting to maybe try to conform to a descending broadening wedge formation. This chart is not really presenting with me that much data, but we can try to plot something here. Yeah, it is kind of a descending formation. I would like to see, maybe one more test of this low to confirm that this was the bottom before we actually do something like this. But we'll take a look. You'll see how this plays out. The daily momentum oscillator and the daily is crossing back up, and momentum is starting to tick back up here. So this does look good from a technical point of view. You're still down here at the $42.42 on the RSI. You went oversold on the 2-day. Very, very nice area to buy, and you did see some buying come in. So that's something you want to see. All right. How is WBTC on Pulse doing? Yeah, we're going to look at some Pulse assets here in a minute. We're going to cover Kava. We're going to cover this crypto is Burnin Nag Mubai. I've never heard of this one, dude, but we'll take a look at it, brother. Multi-bit. Interesting. Yeah, that looks decent, bro. I mean, look what you're doing. You're kind of curling around. Looks like maybe some sort of parabola structure. You broke your downtrend here. This was looking like maybe a bull flag. You broke out, you back tested, and now you're looking like continuation. This looks like a very nice chart, brother. Stay patient. Looking like the top of the range there might be tested on this next momentum wave up. 37 cents is probably a good place to de-risk if you don't break the all-time high. So whoever requested that looks pretty good, man. By the way, tips are appreciated, guys. I would appreciate that these days. It's not required, but it's appreciated. Cool. Yeah, nice bullish engulfing on the 2-day, man. That looks good. All right, that looks like good. Looks like it's going to continue to go up for a bit. Sure. All right, so look at TIA. We're going to look at Inc. We're going to look at Kava, ADA, and Wrap Bitcoin. All right. So Kava got smacked. I think my entry on that was 80 cents. Yeah, dude, got smacked with the rest of these altcoins. Yeah, I'm basically sitting around close to break even on this thing. Not your best performer by any means. I was in this because I thought it would look bottomed out, and it was bottomed out, and then it made an attempted rally and failed to break higher. But yeah, it does look like it's holding the bottom of the range here, right? It looks like it's probably bottomed out for now. ADA, take a look at ADA. So ADA, interestingly enough, broke its channel here. It came right back into the neckline area around this 46-cent region. It probably is going to, revert back to the mean or revert back to the 61-cent region to make a test there and to see what happens. Maybe you pop back into the structure and you continue higher if the market's going to go higher. But if not, I think we are going to, probably retest this 57-cent region and see what happens there. If you get rejected, you come back down and retest and make a confirmation low. That's when you can really strategize a swing trade opportunity. Trading the bounces, guys, is fine if you're just going to scalp them. But for strategizing a long-term swing trade, you want to wait for confirmation lows. Okay. All right. That's ADA. We're going to look at Wrap Bitcoin. I actually scaled out a lot of it around the 280s region, 290s region, because I'm still holding some toe, but understand this. This is what I was looking at the other day, and it's starting to play out now. We had the 3-day bearish divergence, and we got some movement down today. It did get a nice bounce here off this low because, well, the rest of the pulse chain assets are probably going back up. And so when all the pulse chain assets go up, they all go up together. That is part of Hart's law. And that's part of the reason why I didn't sell the whole thing, and I'm still holding, a significant portion of my position. But if it does start to take out this channel that's drawn here, man, just understand that this thing can come all the way back down to like $100, and that would be kind of detriment, and that would suck. But it would then present another buying opportunity, right? So these are the ranges I'm looking at. If it ends up breaking down, we're looking at 200, and then if we break 200 level, we're looking at 130s. And I would hope it doesn't break 130s, but yeah, that could be about a 50% drawdown. That is totally possible and plausible, especially with that divergence that's coming in. And the Inc token, I think the Inc token looks pretty strong here. Although I didn't really like this candle here, this rejection candle that we saw come in the other day. I said 130s, man. I think if we really break that $200 level on Wrap Bitcoin, we're looking at 130s, 150s. So yeah, this candle right here is not a good candle. This is a clear rejection candle. But this candle is still active on the daily. I'm in around this 350 region. I bought into this wick, so I'm still in this trade. I will say that the daily momentum oscillator looks pretty good with this momentum shifting. So it's still possible for this thing maybe to go sideways and reaccumulate down here. And I think that if we do see some positive price action or positive movement in price, maybe we do come back down to retest the 368 level and then hold that as support and make a double bottom. That's what I'm contemplating might happen here. Now, that's not necessarily going to happen. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. And, I could be wrong, and this thing can just, draw down again, maybe make a new low, $3 or something. That's also possible. But I will be managing this trade. If we start breaking the 370 level, I'm probably going to exit the position. There's plenty of liquidity in this coin to do that. And I will be managing the trade that way until we actually end up breaking the trend and breaking that wedge pattern. Then I could be confident to stay in the position. All right. That's how I'm managing my risk on this one. I'm also in the maker play. I got in around $10 on this thing. It did actually break out and did give me a daily buy signal. We did get caught up right at this fib extension. I know this wasn't asked or requested, but I think people should be aware of this project. This is a maker on the Pulse chain, and yeah, this was showing me some 3-day hidden bullish divergence that's starting to play out. This could take some time, but you know, a 3-day buy signal is not something to ignore. I think that this asset, especially with DAI, with the narrative of DAI being pegged, Maker will potentially also have the same type of thing. Also, there's, you know, a decent amount of market cap here and some okay liquidity to get in and out of this position as well. All right. Now, if you saw my last video, I was trading whales, and I got stopped out at around $1. Maybe I got a little bit greedy. Maybe I should have maybe sold it here around this $1.25 region. My entry was around 93 cents, and I was up $4,500 on it, and I didn't close it. I waited. I set a stop above my entry, and then now I've just started to re-enter this trade. I did set some buy orders a bit lower in case it does go lower, but I did start a position back up here around this $1 level, and I bought a little bit more around 94 cents. But I do have some buy orders, like I said, a bit lower as well if this is a potential rising wedge, because we are getting a 12-hour oscillation to the downside on this coin. So to me, this means that it's possible we do see some more drawdown, and that drawdown could just be a retest of this base. So I have buy orders set up on Jupiter right now at 91, 83, and 77 cents, kind of staggering those buys to dollar cost average back into this position. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm also in this Klima coin, which maybe I shouldn't have taken this trade, but I did enter around $2.30, I believe. So yes, I'm down on this position as well right now. But we are in a demand zone on the 8-hour time frame. And so that is kind of why I took this trade. I also took this trade because of the 8-hour bullish divergence on this coin. We did see the MACD sort of flip bullish here, but we didn't really see any follow through on that. We attempted a break and failed and came back down to the bottom of the range. And, you know, another clear rejection here earlier. But we're still kind of just sitting up here, man. So like, to me, I think if we really start to lose this region, I'll probably cut the trade. I kind of got to give these trades some room to breathe, you know. So it's not like I'm buying the top here. I'm buying like in the bottom of this range, and I think there's potential for this thing to go up, just maybe not just yet. The 8, the 12, the 16, and the daily all are telling me that we could be rounding out here as well. So that's kind of why I took the trade. You know, no guarantees that this plays out, but you know, your daily stochastics at the bottom here, your 2-day also at the bottom here, and trying to maybe cross back up. So that could be a clue as to what's to come. Although I do still see the 2-day momentum, negative momentum, still building here. We haven't really started to reverse that, but you can see the daily, the 12-hour, and the 16-hour are starting to show signs of maybe a trend reversal. We're gonna look at Tesla and Nvidia. Sure, man, absolutely. IJ Money. We'll take a look at those. Tesla, I think, looks like garbage, but what do I know? Yeah, Tesla breaking that. Oh man, breaking that demand line. You know, breaking this previous level. I mean, it's possible we see a 127 Tesla, man. It really is. This is not really looking too hot, bro. Like your 2-day kind of crossing down, bearish divergence on the 2-day, the MACD and bearish control zone. Not really looking too hot on Tesla, man. Yeah, I mean, yes, your momentum oscillators are in the bottom here, but they haven't shown any signs of life. Not looking too hot. Not looking too hot on Tesla, man. I'm not just like, you know, trying to say that, but you have no squeeze going on here, no buying pressure being built up, just selling. Just a lot of selling. NVIDIA, I think, is also kind of cooked, man. Look what you did. You're at the top of the channel. I mean, dude, if you're looking for a low-risk short trade, this is probably where you would take something like that, okay? Now, listen, this asset's hyper bullish. It leads the S&P. It literally tagged the 200% retracement level. That means it could potentially come back down to $630, man. Why not? I mean, you look at this rounding top right at the top of the channel. I mean, why can't you could even come all the way back down to $300 and still be in a bullish trend, and then just go all the way back up and just come all the way back down and just go all the way. You know, NVIDIA, dude, I wouldn't be long NVIDIA here. I just wouldn't be. It's telling you not to be. I went on quite a run, man. Quite a fucking run. Right? Extremely overbought. Bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. This would have been a perfect short, dude. Perfect short right up here. Absolutely perfect. If you shorted that top, man, you probably printed some effing cash, bro. Look, dude. Oh, man, we broke the channel. Nah, man. No, dude. Fake break. Fake break, dude. Look at that dump, dude. 942. It's down 18% from that top. This thing can come on. This went straight up, dude. So guess what? Straight down type of price out, and not a lot of trading volume here. The highest node trading volume node is like right around here at $500. That would be a 50% correction. That's probably where you want to look to start maybe rebuying NVIDIA down at $500. Just saying. I don't see value up here on it. I don't see value. It's very extended. There's more value in cryptos right now than in NVIDIA stock. That chart is not telling you to buy it, dude. That chart is telling you to sell it. Okay. Now, is it going to bounce somewhere before it breaks further down? Yeah, dude, it's going to bounce. We had a huge gap to fill here, too. Look at this gap all the way down to 688. I bet that gap fills. There's a bunch of gaps here, too. There's a gap here at 632, which happens to be a fib extension. That seems like a likely target. 600, let's just call it $660. There's your demand line right there, 660, and a wick probably just below it to fill that gap, and then maybe you just rip from there. And that would be about a 30-40% drawdown from that top, which to me is still bullish, right? You're making a higher low. So, yeah, dude. I mean, NVIDIA top looks like it's topped out. Right at the top, dude. Can't make this shit up right at the top of the channel, man. Right at the top of the channel, tagged a fib extension. You know, basically went to $1,000. NVIDIA. I wouldn't touch it right now. All right. We looked at Inc. We looked at Wrap Bitcoin. What else you guys want to look at? I got all the time in the world now. Yeah, I mean, even Bitcoin, dude, is extended up here. It just is. ARM entry point. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna follow with what NVIDIA is doing, right? Yeah, Topped out. Topped out with NVIDIA. That's a similar candle that NVIDIA put in. Yeah, dude, tough to really gauge on a new asset like something like this, but let's take a look. I would really be looking at, $60 or even $50. Like the 786 or 886 retracements are really high value areas that you want to look for. And you obviously broke this trend line here. Yeah, and you're continuing to gap fill. Yeah, so I mean the 618 you could probably start to buy like right around this like $76 region, $77 region, and start probably building a position. But it wouldn't shock me if we went, deep into the 60s or even into the 50s. All right. Gonna follow what NVIDIA ends up doing because I believe they are a part of that show, that AI show, right? Yeah. I mean, your daily's oversold now, so in theory, you could probably start buying it. But your 2-day is not, and so that's something you want to be paying attention to. And this is still kind of telling you that this isn't ready to go yet. So you can start nibbling if you want, man. But I still think 60-50 range is a value area there. All right. But we'll see how this plays out. Maybe it just starts ripping right here, dude. I don't know. I don't think so, though. That candle right there speaks a lot of words. Huge bearish engulfing candle like that means people are not buying it. They are selling it. Yes, sir. Oh. This stock looks all right. You guys know about this stock, INSG? It's a penny stock, man, but look what it's doing down here. See, like this, like I don't really know much about this stock, but when it starts to show stuff like this, like look at your monthly RSI is down here at 34, and like you're in a squeeze, right? You're going into a squeeze, right? This is the type of stuff where you want to set up for a swing trade. Well, look at the squeeze going on right here, bro. This looks nuts. Like there's no reason why eventually this thing doesn't break higher. This thing could easily go back up to $10 or even up to 5. Don't know what they do. Doesn't really matter. Momentum is telling you what the price could potentially do. And yes, here's your trend line. If you end up breaking that trend line, I think eventually $9, $6 to $9 on this, something like this. So that's a double or triple up on your money. I'm gonna add this one to my watch list. That one looks pretty good. INSG. All right. I'm still holding this stupid can stock, man. I probably should have cut this a while ago, man. This thing looks like trash. Unfortunately, I'm wrecked. New all-time lows for this thing. I'm breaking the squeeze to the short side, unfortunately. What else do we got? Fuel cell. I'm still in a small position on this thing, but it's looking like we're going to see a 786 probably. Yeah, man, risk assets don't look too hot right now. They just don't. Especially with the dollar doing what it's doing and showing a lot of strength. I mean, yeah, it's pulling back right now, but look at Matic Dot, Link, and Atom. Sure. I got Atomatic around that $1 level. Yeah, after I saw this happening and it failed to break higher, I just ended up getting out of it. Fake break. But yeah, maybe a potential bottom here, right? Like the 2-day RSI is oversold. The 3-day RSI is bouncing. So yeah, this could very well be a bottom for Matic, right? You can clearly see that this might be a good level to start building a position again. All right, that looks okay. Link is a monster asset. Don't fade it. Yep, right back into 3-day demand zone here. Retest. Starting to flash some buy signals here on the wave trend ribbon, and we got a 3-day cross up here. We didn't cross the 20 line for a 3-day buy signal, but I'm sure the 2-day and the daily have already shown you that there's some strength coming in right at this low. And there is. We've already bounced significantly off this region. All right. It's already up 21% off that low. Now, what I think could happen is something like this, where we come up to like 16 bucks and then we come down and make one more low. And that's the low right there when we confirm it to really take a position. All right. Trading the bounces is one thing for scalping, but swing trading, you want confirmation lows. I keep saying the same things, but always wait for confirmation lows, guys. All right. And so that's kind of my opinion on that. All right. So that's Matic and Link. We'll look at Dot. I haven't looked at Dot in a while. Ooh, yeah, broke the channel up. Yeah, coming back again, similar types of things, right? Again, bouncing off the low, might retest $9, then might come back down and retest the same low for a double bottom. So you can really then kind of round out a bottom and then, maybe see some continuation later on. All right. Matic.link covered. We'll look at Atom. So Atom, yeah, you got a bit of an M shape that took form. I mean, not perfect, not a perfect M shape, but could be some sort of Gartley. Not perfect. Again, with the same type of thing, probably a retracement back up, confirm a lower high somewhere, and then come back down to retest the low, and that's what I think will happen. All right. We're dumping. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. We lost weekly momentum, man. And Tether is probably trying to push. Check out Wolf. Yeah, we can check out Wolf. So Wolf got a nice rip, clearly. So what's the question? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to tell you about it, dude? Looks like you got some daily bearish divergence on the RSI. You're probably going to pull back here, most likely. You're holding a parabolic trend. That's nice. As soon as you break that parabolic trend, you're probably going to do something like this. Yeah, we can look at it on TradingView also. Sure. This is the same coin, right? Land Wolf or whatever. No, that's not it. I don't know. AF3E33. Oh, is it Wolfie? Is that what it is? Wolfie? No, right. It's AF3EE.USD. I don't know. It's Land Wolf, right? Yeah, this is the contract address. DAE, though. Anyways, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. The daily is fine as long as you make candle closes above this 0.001373. You're going to hold this bullish engulfing candle, and you're probably going to continue higher. Bearish divergence can underperform in uptrends. Remember that. Yeah, Land Wolf. Yeah. So it's probably this one then. Oh, I don't know. I see this one. Yeah. Cool. $10x from that break is what it was saying. So what did you do? You did a 100x. That's nice. Very nice. If you participated in that, that is wonderful. Yeah, dude, just be cognizant of your RSI. Although it probably doesn't really matter too much with these coins. They don't really respect TA that much, but looks good, dude. Hodl on. Bobo. You got a daily cross on it, but looks like you're just kind of stuck here at the top of the range for now. You could consolidate here for a bit. Well, you're making higher lows, just not higher highs just yet. When should you add to KSM? That's a good question. I'm actually probably not going to be buying any more of it. I got enough in it, but I guess, I mean, in theory, this looks like the back test after this breakout, right, on the channel. Maybe wait for that retest, right? So, you know, we come up to maybe, you know, 40 bucks, or maybe even we just get stuck right here and we come down and we make one more low, a confirmation low, and then we go. Something like that. So, I mean, in theory, you could try to snag some here, and if it comes back down to retest, you can always add more on the retest. Really just up to you and how you want to strategize your capital. So, yeah. So I was in Wales. I did a video on it the other day or yesterday, and I ended up stopping out in, I don't know, a $500 profit or something. But I still think that this thing has legs to go up. They're launching something on Monday, I think. But we'll see. I do see the daily and the 2-day crossing up here, which to me looks good. Although the price action dictating otherwise with a rejection. But we'll see. This engulfing candle on the 3 days still active. Although we didn't take out, you know, this 125 level, we tested it and briefly rejected it. So, yep, the 12-hour oscillator on this is kind of pointing down for now. Yeah, we can check out Lira, man, for sure. The 12-hour oscillator is kind of ticked down now. So we are showing a bit of, now we're showing a bit of 12-hour bearish divergence with our momentum oscillator dictating momentum. We haven't got a 12-hour cross just yet. I think we got an 8-hour cross though. Yeah, so I'm not, it's tough to be like, you know, stupid bearish on this thing down here. It's already had quite a big drawdown, right? It wicked up to like $11. It's trading under $1. That's a pretty significant drawdown already. But yeah, it's possible we could make a new low. We could come down to, you know, 52 cents potentially. But I am looking to dollar cost average myself into this 77-cent region. And if this low holds, then we're looking like a double bottom, or we then can maybe break out of here and change the trend. So something like that. That's my strategy with this coin right here. And this Klima coin, I'm still in it. Like I said before, it's just chilling right at an 8-hour demand zone. That divergence is still real and it's still there. It might take some time for this to go and break higher. The daily and the 2-day are bottomed out on the momentum oscillator as well. But we'll see how this plays out. This may not play out, and I might need to cut it, but we'll see. The 8-hour is in a squeeze. We'll see which direction this ends up breaking. Yeah. Let's see. We could just end up breaking to the downside. Totally possible. Okay. Any other assets that you guys want to cover? I looked at this gummy coin. This was a, I don't know if you guys know about Crypto Banter, but they launched their own meme coin. This thing actually looks pretty good. It's already a $123 million market. I was looking at it last night when it was down here at 5 cents. I don't know what it is about meme coins, man. I'm just so afraid of getting rugged on them that I don't want to trade them. But yeah, look at pups, sure. That's on Soul, right? This one, Nick. Thanks for the super chat, dude. Appreciate it. Is this the one you're looking for, man? Pups on Soul, or is it pups on ETH? Yeah, 4-hour looks good. Right. on TradingView. Does it have the data? That's not it. Is it? Is that it? $40 or whatever? Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, but this doesn't really show the whole picture. That's why I like. That's why I kind of like deck screener for that. What we want me to tell you with this chart, just they have nothing to really look at here. 4 hour stochastic crossing up. Great. Yeah, that looks good on the 4 hour chart. That's what I was saying before. But yeah, so like you can throw a super trend on this. You can throw, a MACD on it. You can throw, your RSI on it. You can throw your stochastics on it. And you're going to see that this actually looks pretty good. You want to be paying attention to the volume though on it, right? So you want to see a break on this volume. And yeah, you very well could do something similar to what we just saw with that other asset, Wolf or whatever. Sure. Looks good, man, on the 4 hour chart. Even your 8 hour looks good. You're getting the cross up here. Maybe you do something like this to $800, dude. You'll just be lit. 20x. I don't know if that's going to happen, but there's a wick up there. Why not? I mean, I think more likely target is like 150. This wick right here. Maybe I should buy some with you, huh? All right, man. Let's buy some pups. Meme coins are all the rave right now. I can't even fucking buy it. Jupiter sucks. Is there liquidity in this coin? Not really. Yeah. You know what coin I was looking at, dude, was the Runes Bridge, RB. This thing looked pretty decent too. I'm waiting for like a confirmation low on this, and this could be interesting. I mean, it hasn't really shown any signs of anything good yet with this reversal candle here, but Runes Protocol, is that out already? Oh. It's just a protocol then. There's no, it's not a token. Yeah, this kind of looks like shit. I'm probably not going to buy this. What was that other one, Jay? Naka chain or whatever? How's that doing? Wrecked. Yeah, this looks like she's going to come down a bit after breaking that. BVM getting some bids here off the range. Okay. How's your daily looking? All right, yeah. So you cross down on the daily here. You could draw down a bit more on this. Let's see. Not a lot of data on this. That's what I'm having trouble with, feeling comfortable buying something that I have no data on. Yeah, maybe $4 for EVM eventually here. I might buy that. Try to buy that Pups coin though. That looked cool. Let's buy that. Let's roll with the Nick, man. Let's go. Yeah, not too bad. We're at least kind of, close to the range low. I mean, at least I can trade this to, it does get a push up here, maybe to the top of the range. That's not bad. Yep. Nick, I think it's a good opportunity potentially. Again, I don't have too much data on it, but we got 12-hour Stokes pointing up. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. And the daily is down here on the RSI, man. Maybe I should eat some more into this, bro. It doesn't have too much liquidity. That's the problem with I'm having with putting a lot into it. But if it pumps, there will be liquidity that comes in. That's for sure. So I just picked up some pups with you there, Nico. Let's get it, bro. Let's 10x, man. This small coin or this Snap coin looked pretty good. But it's also a meme coin. I don't know if you know about Snap. You know about Snap, dude? This one? This one's got some good liquidity too. 12.4 million in liquidity. I don't know if this is something viable or not, but looks pretty cheap down here. I don't really like the momentum oscillators on it, but the daily looks decent, I suppose. Punk AI. How about this one? This thing's wrecked. Doesn't really do volume at all. Somebody requested Lyra. Let's take a look at that. Lyra. Um, hmm. um, just bouncing off a range low here, it looks like. Steven Beckstead. You know, you could make your way back up to this next fib, potentially. All right, Klima catching some bids. All right, I like that. Fucking break this wedge, baby. Send it. Send it. Come on, send that thing. Although the Matic USDC pairing hasn't moved yet, but we'll see, man. This to me, I still think this is in a value area here, especially with that 8-hour divergence was the reason why it took the trade. So we'll see if it ends up playing out. I mean, usually when you start creating positive histogram wicks and you get an 8-hour cross, that's going to be a significant movement. It just might take some time, right? 8-hour chart. So yeah, I got a pretty big position in that one, hoping that it plays out. And if it does end up taking out that range low, then I'll just cut the trade and move on with my life. But yeah, I'm down about 10% on that right now. Not a big deal. You know, given the potential upside for risk to reward for where I'm at, if I'm down 10%, that means my entry is, I guess, 240. So yeah, I'm looking at a stop here and a swing trade to about this $3 level, 328. So that's about a 5-to-1 risk to reward, man. That's pretty good. That's like what, a 50% move or something? Yeah, that's great. It's a great trade. That plays out. That'd be great. I guess I'll add. You said Pups is on XC or something, right? Oh no, it's not. It's on CoinX. What's Whales doing? Anything good? Maybe I should just get out of my positions on that, or get out of my DCA buys on that, and just rip it all into Pups. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll keep a small position in Whales, and if Pups ends up ripping, then I'll just roll out. What? I can't close the trade? Why can't I close the trade? The fuck, man? Did I get Pups? Yeah, I did. Oh, it did. It did go through. Okay. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna keep one buy order on it, like 77 cents, the bottom of the range there for Whales. If I get in, I get in. If I don't, I don't. How come it's saying unknown? That's really annoying. So the price is what right now on pups? Brett. It looks like it already impulsed, man. But yeah, I mean, this just looks like a consolidation, dude. That looks pretty good. Buy it. Pups is at 47.11. So what does that mean? All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit less than what it's at. That's fine, I guess. All right, Nico, we're in pups. I don't know if it added me on Radium or if it added me on Jupiter. Or if it added me here. Let's see. It added me. Okay. Didn't add me on either of these. That's weird. Okay, it added me on this pairing. Cool. Anything else you guys want to look at tonight? Redo? Did you redo? This thing has no liquidity, man. Good luck getting into that. But yeah, I'm sure it's probably going to do well. Wow. Looks good on the 4 hour, you know, holding a nice base here. I don't know how you're even going to get this coin. You gotta bridge over, right? Yeah, I'll be right back for 1 second. Quick commercial break.
Hey everyone, you've landed on the Swing Trade Pros website here. My name is Mr. Know-It-All. I've been an active swing trader for over 7 years. I want to welcome you guys all to the community here. My goal is to change 1 million people's lives with swing trading and trading profitably. This is a skill set you can learn here with the service. Go check out the testimonials in Discord. You can see lots of folks talking about the service and how the trade calls are super profitable. You can check Profit Gains channel. I think we've amassed around $150,000 worth of profits in the last year posted in the Profits Gains channel just from other users and traders in the community. I'd like all of you guys to check out the 14-day free trial. A coupon code will be pinned in the comment section below this video, so check it out. And we'll take you through 14-day free trial process here. You come down to the website, save 44%, and claim your 14-day free trial. Click on that. And that will take you to the Swing Trade Pros website where you can click sign up now. And after your 14-day free trial is up, on the 15th day, you will get billed, full disclosure of that. And I appreciate you guys all joining the community. It will change your lives. Give it a chance. A lot of these swing trades can take months. One of our biggest trades of the year last year was INJ. We took an entry at $1.60, and well, that asset's trading over $35 today. So that was one of the banger trades that I pointed out. My strongest pattern that I trade that I'm known for is the falling wedge. I call it the falling node wedge pattern. Lots of divergence on these charts. And that's what makes these patterns really play out. And you guys are going to be able to really learn that in the service. And I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys on the charts.
What about Floki, dude? Come on, Nick. What about Floki? This thing did some stupid shit and it broke out here. 7x. Shibcoin, it probably looks good too. Yep. Look at that. Massive breakout. It's all about the memes, man. Pepe, also looking good. Yep. $1.7 million in liquidity. Oh, maybe on the StonFi Dex. Probably not on Dex Screener yet. Yeah, 1.4 million in TVL. So, yep. Buy it up. Oof. Klima, man. I still think that this looks like it's rounding out a bottom, man. Just looks ready to do something. It's got to break though, otherwise it'll go. All right. Well, it looks like stream is dead. Appreciate everyone coming out. Appreciate everyone supporting. Thanks for the super chats. And we'll catch you guys on the next stream. Maybe I'll be doing some daily live streams from here on out. I'll see you guys then. Appreciate you guys' time. You guys have a wonderful evening.